Right, so here we go with Season 2 of the Brighton career mode. This is how the squad is looking at the start. Of course, Mitoma is not fit. He is still going to be out for at least, I think, 3-4 months. He did his ACL right at the end of last season, which is obviously really, really bad timing. But we have a lot of players that have come back from their loans. For example, we now have Barco. We've got a backup left back, which I'm really happy about. And Cisco is back from his loan. He was obviously at Ipswich. And then you've got Buonanotte. He was at Leicester. Isn't it funny how Brighton were effectively giving attacking players to teams that were fighting right at the bottom? I think that's actually quite rare to see. Even Ferguson was out on loan. I don't think West Ham were ever in real danger of being relegated. But, you know, he's one of their best young players. So great to get him back. We now have a backup goalkeeper as well. So we will be selling Steele, Beadle, Rushworth. We've got a lot of players to sell. Lamptey's still going to be here, but we will be selling Offia. I think that's how you say it. We're going to sell cash in. We're going to get some cash in for him. I'm also going to sell Ayari, Gomez, Moran. I don't think I'm going to be using these three. Sarmiento will stay. Osman, I might find a loan for him, potentially. Kozia Jubri, ex-Arsenal, he'll be leaving. Yalkuye will be leaving. March, I'm giving him another year because he was actually quite good. Seema, he'll be staying. Vickers, gone. He'll definitely be leaving. Welbeck will be staying. Mahoney will be leaving. And Jimas, he will be leaving for sure. I think everyone else stays. I don't think there's anything else. So it is just going to be players that I want to bring in. Obviously, I mentioned potentially bringing in a player on a free. I wasn't able to do that. There really wasn't many out there that I was interested in. But what I have done now is, of course, I've added a few players that I'm looking to bring in. We have Colwill. We'd love to bring him back to Brighton. I think Chelsea have a good relationship with Brighton. Of course, they've done a lot of deals in the past. But I think it's time they give us one of their best players. I would love to get Colwill. He would, of course, replace Dunk. Egan Riley. I'm pretty sure it's Egan Riley. He has been a part of Burnley's incredible defence in real life. You know, they barely conceded any goals. It's unbelievable. Would love to bring him in as well. And I am also looking for a defensive midfielder, and I'm thinking maybe Herrera could work. I've used him before in the Girona career mode, and he wouldn't be too expensive. And I know he's around 80, 81 rated, something like that. So could be really good next to Baleba. But of course, other options might pop up, and we'll see. At the moment, though, I have £90 million or £92 million to spend, which is a good amount of money. But if I show you guys my objectives, it's tough. It really is. So they want me to finish in the top 5 this season, and they want me to reach the semi-final of the FA Cup. This is a critical objective, apparently. I mean, seems a bit crazy to me. But get this, I made it into the Europa League. They want me to reach the final. I would have expected at least semi-finals. But they want me to be one of the best teams in the Europa League this season. So I guess we'll try our absolute best. They want me to play a few academy players, which obviously isn't going to happen. But brand exposure, I could do this, even if it's players I won't necessarily use. But sign 3, born in North America. We could do that. We could still do that. Financially, they want me to make profit from youth sales. That's obviously not something that we're going to do. So I still could do it, but am I too bothered? Not really. It's just continental and domestic. That is where I really, really need to make sure I perform. For now, though, I am just going to advance and hopefully we'll get some sales. Quick note, Veltman left on a free. Who else left? It was James Milner. He left. He retired, I believe. And there was one other player. I can't remember who it is. Damn, I've completely forgotten. How has this got 1.23 million likes, though? I was never going to keep Veltman. I think I used him maybe twice. Not amazing. But let's get some sales going. I want to get a lot of offers. Hopefully, we'll get some of those players out soon. So, yeah, I think we've got 10 players up for sale right now. All of these guys are going. And some of them might be really good young players, like Moran. I probably should be keeping, but he's just not going to get into the team. And I don't want to loan him out either. I might as well invest the money that we'll get. Have we had any offers come in yet? Oh, yeah, we have. So our first offer is for a 19-year-old striker, Stefanos Gimas. He actually looks pretty good, but I'm going to accept 4.7 million. I think that's a very good offer. I think anything less than 4.5, and I would have asked for a bit more. But he could be the first player that we lose. Another offer has come in. Oh, PSG want Barco. No chance, but we will sell Steele. They're getting him for an absolute steal at 690,000. Sorry. Barco is obviously going nowhere. I rate PSG for trying. Good player, but not going to happen. Hang on. Is it another offer? Yeah, we've had another one. FC Twente. Okay. What I'm going to do is probably just sell a bunch of these players and then I'll update you because, I mean, we could be here forever selling 10 players and going through every single offer. Just checking on our scouting. Unfortunately, we've still got about a week left on these players, but I've got to be totally honest with you guys. I don't know much about Egan Riley, but my God, his stats look incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, we'll get both these centre-backs. I think they could make a great partnership. And obviously, Herrera is like an all-rounder. So I think all three of those players should come in. And by the way, we have sold, I think, 2 players so far. So we're doing well. Here we go. Another few offers coming in now. And it's for Moran. Getafe have offered more than Ipswich. We'll go ahead and accept that. This one's an interesting one. James Beadle. I managed to get 6 million for him. And that's an F? Oh my God. What I didn't realise is just how good he actually was. 20 years old, 73 rated. He's actually better than the other backup goalkeeper we've got. But I don't want to keep a 20-year-old and not play him. I want him to go on and play football. He would be a backup keeper because, of course, Verbruggen is my main guy and he's only 22. So it made sense to let him go. Mahoney is leaving. He's going to the Saudi League. 1.5 million. An F as well. Oh, my God. And I negotiated that. I think that's harsh, you know. 3 more offers coming in. An offer for Verbruggen. Blocked. Rushworth, Leeds want him. Another really decent goalkeeper. I just don't need them all. We'll accept that. And Vickers, another offer has come in for him, which we'll go ahead and accept. Look at this. All of these players sold. Obviously, I will show you guys in just a moment. We can delete all emails. That is honestly one of the best things they've added to career mode in so long. Just be able to zoom through all the emails so you read them all and then delete them all. So handy. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the squad. Now that a lot of players have gone, it gives me a better idea of where I really do need to buy players. And honestly, look, I've still got so many players. I still want to sell Vickers, Kozia Dewberry, Ayari, Offia, if I'm even saying that right. And obviously Rushworth will go as well. I don't think there's an obvious position where I really desperately need a player. So I'm in a great position right now. But let's go into the transfer history and I'll show you how much money we've been making. So Gimas went for 4.7 million. Steele for almost 750,000. 3 million, 5 million, 4 million, give or take. 4 million, 6 million, 1.5 million. This is a lot of money. We've still got a couple of days left on the scout reports. And we've just had another offer come in. This time it's for Offia. So it's a good offer for Offia. Oh my God. I've really got to stop, haven't I? But 2.3 million from Luton. Yeah, why not? We also got an offer for Adingra, which obviously I blocked. Not only is it from a rival of ours, but I don't want to sell him. He's absolutely incredible. And here we go. Are they? Yes, they're done. Okay. Good news. We can now potentially make an offer. 81 rated for Colwill. 82 for Herrera. Wow. Well, I can afford all 3 easily. With all the player sales, it probably covers the cost of Colwill alone. So, will Chelsea be willing to do a deal with us? Yes. I actually thought they were going to say, no, we're not interested in selling. So this is going to be minimum 30 million, isn't it? But Colwill played at Brighton before. I mean, why not? Why not? Let's see if Maresca would be willing to do 29 million, literally his value. Let's just submit that. Wow. With just a 10% sell-on clause. Do you know what? I'm impressed. I'll give him the 10%. But let's go 30 million straight down the line. Done deal. That is an absolute bargain. Colwill for 30 million. I'm surprised they're actually going to allow that. All right, so now let's go for Egan Riley. Is it Egan or Egan? I'm hoping it's Egan because I've been saying that the most, and that makes most sense to me. They're looking for 16 million. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with 15. And this, of course, would be a replacement for Van Heck. 15 million, 76 rated, plenty of time for him to grow. Ooh, they want Rutter. No, that's not happening. 15 again. I'll just go up a little bit. So technically it's a different offer. And they'll take it. This is easy. We're getting the targets that I want. All right, let's get Herrera as well. I think he could be absolutely fantastic in this team. Him and Baleba in midfield. Oof. Beautiful. So let's offer 25. This is probably going to be closer to 30. But he's 27. He's not particularly young anymore, but he's in his prime. What a deal this would be. They want Rutter as well. I know Rutter's a good player, but I'm not sure why everyone's obsessing over him. All right, let's go 26. 26 million for Herrera. And it's accepted as well. My God, this is easy. All right, let's delegate these wages. I'm going to go 80 to 160. And I'm going to go up with Egan Riley. He's stepping up to Premier League wages. I think he would get a new contract at Burnley anyway. So we'll offer him 50k. And then Herrera. I mean, same as Colwill, really. Deserves at least 80 to 150. So that is 3 players that could be joining up soon. And by the way, before I forget, I will be getting new kits. I haven't got them done yet, but they will be coming before we play a game. So unfortunately, this episode is just going to be transfers. We now have the pre-season tournament. I like the sound of this one. It's just 5 million, South American. Some really good teams in there. We're obviously not going to win it, but I reckon we can do okay. Let's see what we've got here. Vickers, this guy just doesn't want to go, it would seem. It's taking a bit of time. So our first game is against Atletico Madrid. Have I had another email? Oh, an offer for O'Reilly. Absolutely no way. The problem with O'Reilly, though, is I don't really have a position for him. He's not really a cam, and he's not really a DM, and I don't use centre mids. So, I mean, there is, I guess, a potential chance he could leave at some point, but not yet. Not yet. And that's another player leaving. I think that's all of them now. I think I've sold every single player that I transfer listed. Another F. Okay, well, clearly I'm not getting the most out of some of these deals. But it's not the end of the world. We've got a new role update for Adingra. He's now inside forward plus. Nice. We'll keep him going so he gets plus plus. Now we've got 2 offers ready to be accepted. One is still in the works, Herrera's. So Colwill has accepted 80,000. Are you kidding? He's probably on 150 at Chelsea. But guys, this is our first proper official signing. We've done lots of sales, but finally we've brought someone in. And I'm telling you, he is going to elevate my defence. Going from Dunk, who is a great player. He's a Brighton legend. 37 pace, I think it is. To Colwill, who's got, well, like 78, 80 pace. He is rapid. He's going to do so much more for us in defence. And he's got that number 6 shirt, which he wears at Chelsea. Welcome back to Brighton. Very, very happy about that. It's an absolute bargain. 30 million for a player of his quality. Chelsea are normally very good at selling players, but That is a great deal for us. It's a B, 81 rated. Oh, he's only got 71 pace. I thought he was faster than that, to be fair, but he's obviously still a very good player. Egan Riley has 80 pace. Well, we're going to accept that one as well. And that is 2 centre-backs for less than... I mean, to be fair, I would have happily spent 60, 70 million on 2 centre-backs. And this is the first time I'm ever going to use Egan Riley. He looks really good. So that means Dunk and Webster are on the reserves. Van Heck is on the bench. And now, Colwill, Egan Riley. This back four is superb. And then moving into midfield, if you put Herrera in for Hinshelwood, that is some midfield as well. And then Gruder and João Pedro. I mean, Europa League football, watch out. Because we are building something very, very strong here. And now Herrera is ready to join. £87,000 a week for an 82 rated DM that's played for Man City, I think, in the past. And now, of course, in Spain, playing for Girona. Once again, everyone's here to welcome him. And it's Kadioglu with the fist bump. By the way, who's going to be captain now that Dunk's out of the team? I'm going to have to figure that one out. Maybe a Stupinan? Yeah, I don't know. Who's going to be captain? Either way, Herrera comes in. The number 8 shirt was sitting there waiting for him. And honestly, underrated player. Seriously, seriously good. He's perfect. So, of course, that means Hinshelwood is going to come out of the team. Who do I drop, though? I've got Enciso, Rutter, Buonanotte, Adingra. Oh, my God. I need to have Hinshelwood on the bench at least, but Vifer's better than him technically. O'Reilly maybe is the player that drops here. I really like O'Reilly, but like I said, he doesn't actually fit. Is it worth selling him because he is such a good player? I could have the money for him. It would make a bit more sense. Oh, okay, we're going to have to think about it, but Herrera comes in, and like I said, these two together... in behind Gruder or Enciso, Rutter. Oh, my God. Guys, we are cooking right now. We really are. And you know what? I think I've decided O'Reilly's a fantastic player. He's a great, great, great player. But he's not a cam and he's not a DM. He's a central midfielder. And I don't use central midfielders with this formation. And I don't think I'm going to change it. So it might just be system-wise, tactic-wise, he's not going to fit. And he's going to be worth a lot of money. And I could potentially bring someone in that's going to elevate the team even more. But what position? What do I do? Genuinely, I feel like we're at a point where I'm not actually going to need any more. Do I just keep him? Oh, what do I do? By the way, I just remembered that Gruder had the number 8 shirt. So I feel like it's only right. We've got to give it back to him. And that means... Herrera gets, well, 15. That works. He can have number 15. That's not a problem. Egan Riley's got the number 12 shirt. And Colwill, of course, has got the number 6 shirt. But I'm struggling here to decide what I want to do, guys. I don't necessarily need all of these players. And I think O'Reilly, I mean, he's 79 rated, 24 years old. He's got everything. Oh, man. I think I sell him. Let's just see what kind of offers we get. And I don't know. I could potentially upgrade on the right side. Minter is so good, though. It's just technically speaking, 77 rated, 78 rated. I could do better, couldn't I? But they're such good players. It just feels a little bit silly. I could go for a new striker. Maybe... sell Ferguson and then have a new backup to Pedro, but I like Ferguson. Don't need a left back. Don't need centre backs. Right back, I've got Kadioglu. I mean, I could go for a backup right back. Maybe Lamptey is a player that we can upgrade on. Just having a new backup right back might be a good idea, but I don't want to bring in anyone to replace Kadioglu. He's arguably one of the best right backs I've used. He's so good. I really like him. Either way, we're going to go into our first game of the season. We've got debuts being made. Obviously, Mitoma is going to need to come out. And I'm actually going to try Seema Where is he? 75 rated on that left side. He's got 89 pace and he's 6'2". I do wonder, actually, if he would be better as a striker. I think I mentioned that before. In terms of captain, I don't know. I don't know who should be captain. Maybe a Stupinan. He's been here a while. Verbruggen, maybe. Doesn't make sense to give it to Colwill. He's just joined, but I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and quick sim against Atletico Madrid. A 3-3 draw. That is not bad against one of Europe's best teams. Defensively, they're one of the best for sure. That is a really good result. Matt O'Reilly says he's a bit surprised I'm looking to move him on, but he can't say he's unhappy about it. I mean, he didn't play enough. And this is a real, honest answer. I'm just looking at options. I don't know just yet what is going to happen. But we've got Juventus up next. Do you know what? I'm going to play O'Reilly. And whilst we're doing this, let's check. What kind of ratings does he get at the moment? So if I was to play him at Cam... See, look, it doesn't even recommend him. Let's go down and put him in. So he gets an exclamation mark, even though Cam is his second position. And then as a DM, he gets a -3. See, if I could somehow train him to be like Baleba, but really quickly, because it's going to take 100 days, I think, or 120 days for him to become a DM. Yeah, it's just not going to work, is it? And then we'll go with Sarmiento for this one. And Buenanotte. Buenanotte? I'm not going to risk having an exclamation mark there. It probably reduces your chances quite a lot. We'll go with Incisco. Juventus are going to beat us here, 100%. Oh my god, another draw. And we should have won it. We actually had a goal chalked off there. Or was it a missed penalty? I don't know. Newcastle have made an offer for O'Reilly. And they're offering me Joe Willock plus, what, 1 million? Yeah, 1.1 million. And I obviously rejected an offer from Sporting at some point, but... no. I'm not interested in any player, but I also don't really want to sell to Newcastle. I think this is a rejection. I'd rather lose him to a club outside of England. Oh. And now it's Tottenham coming in for him. Who are they offering? Solomon. Rejected. I think we've got 2 offers. Here we are. Baleba. Oh, Bournemouth are offering me a player. Tyler Adams. Plus less than 5 million. Blocked. Get out of my inbox. But now we've had an offer from AC Milan. Do you know what? I'm going to negotiate with them. And actually, maybe they've got a player that I'd be interested in. Maybe this is what it's going to take for me to bring someone in. Just a, oh my god, I could get him. You know, that kind of natural reaction. So, a market value of 21. I'd like to get close to 30 for him. Let's see. We've got fullbacks. Emerson Royale. Oh, yes, please. No, I'm good. Definitely don't need a centre-back. Strikers. Who have you got? Jimenez, of course. Nah, not feeling any of those guys. Oh, Leao. Imagine that. Pulisic, Chukwueze. No. Midfielders. Oh, Benacer. He's a baller. And Reinders is brilliant as well. They've got some insane options here. Oh. It's actually insane how strong Milan are in midfield. But I don't want any of them, so let's just ask for 27.5 million. I think they're going to be... That's going to be way off. Yeah, they really don't want to budge too much, do they? I'm not looking for a sell-on clause. Just give me 25 mil. 25 million for Matt O'Reilly. I think that's a good deal. Okay. I was hoping to get a bit more, I won't lie, but I guess it's better than nothing, and he was just going to rot. You know, he's just not going to play. And funnily enough, we're about to play AC Milan. I'm not going to change anyone in the team. And we've lost. We finally lost. Chukwueze, Benacer, and Jimenez scoring all 3 for Milan, and then you've got Pedro at least getting 1 back for us. But yeah, we haven't been able to win any of our pre-season games, but we're playing the big boys. We really are. And that is the pre-season tournament done. We've got another offer coming in. Oh, 27.2. It's probably too late, but of course I will accept it. And let's see if it actually happens. Oh, we've got another offer for Vickers. A player that just isn't leaving. I will literally... I will release him myself manually if I have to. And I've just seen... Who was that? Oh my God, Militao's gone to Arsenal. I did see that Gabriel has gone to Real Madrid, though. Don't like that. Oh, and look at this. Newcastle want Minter back. They literally sold Minter to Brighton. Blocked. Oh, and here we go. Which team has he gone to? It could be either of them. I'm fairly certain, no. He's going to Italy. And no. We got the 27.2. Get in there. How much money do we still have? What? 38. Yeah, that is a load of rubbish. Absolute nonsense. I'm guessing we've still got, what, 40? 40 million? Something like that. What? Are you joking? I've still got 90 million. So I've sold 67 million worth. And I've bought 71 million worth. That is actually insane. So I had just a teeny bit more than I thought. I've only spent 7%. Am I undercooking here? Am I... Am I actually not doing enough here? I've got so many great players, though. If I toggle via overall, I mean, look at this. For a Europa League squad, this really ain't bad, you know. But clearly, I haven't spent enough because I'm basically breaking even though I've improved the squad. Technically, Egan Riley's a downgrade by 2 ratings. I get that, but Colwell is a step up. Herrera is a big step up from Hinshelwood or Vifer. Maybe... No, but Gruder's been great. I was just about to say maybe we get a new cam, but... Do you know what? I'm just going to ignore the money. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. We can improve our facilities, the training, the gym, all of that stuff. Let's put 90 million into that because I don't want to do anything else. Still got to sell Osman as well. So that's another bit of money. Oh, actually, no, I'll probably keep him, but Vickers is obviously going to leave. That's another bit of money. Okay, well, I guess on that note, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Again, I'm sorry that I haven't played a game, but I'm not going to play a game until I've got the new kits. So in the next episode, we'll have some brand new Brighton kits and we'll be ready to kick off Season 2. And we'll see how some of these players do in the new Brighton shirt. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and I will see you guys soon.